Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. How are you all doing today? Big thumbs up. All righty. I love me that thumbs up. Okay, let's get started today with some text messages that just don't mean what I think they meant to mean.
Comes from Tiffany Hardy in Sedalia, Missouri. And it starts out, "Did you leave yet?" "No, I'm still downstairs fondling the landlady." "Folding the laundry." That's what autocorrect took a stab at. Alyssa Clark in St. Paul, Minnesota sent this in. "This is Jonathan from KPMG. I just wanted to confirm your interview at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow." "Yes, I'll be there. Thank you for confirming. I look forward to sleeping with you." Speaking. They're going to get the job. Jordan Westering in Puyallup. Puyallup? That's right, Puyallup, Washington. "Are you going to church on Sudsy? Subway? OMG, sub day? Wow, I give up. Struggling much? LOL. God is telling me not to go to church." Sometimes God speaks through texts. Sarah Smith in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania sent this in. "Great news, I finally found my G-spot." Wow, thank you so much for sharing. Congratulations. I found it in the back seat of my car. Okay, Mom, this is now, it's just getting weird. Huh? Oh God, my GPS. Thanks for sending those in. If you haven't.
All righty. So, I know that one makes me really laugh. Did you ever get the idea, the hint that artificial intelligence is not terribly intelligent? I think that's what that's telling me. I'm fondling the landlady. Why would that make sense? And why would you put it in a text and tell somebody? Come on. All righty. So let's cruise forward. I think today my good friend Bill McNamara is going to talk to us a little bit about what's going on in the mortgage world. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Rick. How you doing?
I'm spectacular.
Good. So we've been talking for a long time about the fact that certain buyers were going to get 3% on a fixed rate mortgage, but you know rates don't stay the same forever. So certain buyers today are getting 2.875. In fact, we locked a couple in yesterday. So things just keep getting better from our end, and that's better for the buyers, better for you guys. So benefits us all, and it's great news.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Bill, I'm curious. Do you think if we wait another couple of weeks, the banks might actually start sending us a check each month instead of charging any interest at all? They'll just start paying us to take their money?
Well, there is actually in like the Netherlands or someplace, there's an adjustable rate mortgage with a negative interest rate.
Maybe.
So it could happen. Don't rule it out.
There we go. You know, the Netherlands, they are the trendsetters, so you never know. It could work its way here very quickly. Thank you, Bill. We appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
A couple of quick announcements for today. Exciting, 1 o'clock, we have our all-agent business mastermind, which used to be called our Capper and Training Mastermind until too many people found that confusing with the Capper Mastermind. So now it's called the All-Agent Business Mastermind. And what that means is, regardless of your production level, you are invited to come at 1 o'clock and mastermind around cool topics that will take you further faster. So we encourage every single person who wasn't on the Capper Mastermind yesterday, including cappers who missed the Capper Mastermind yesterday, to climb on board for the All-Agent Mastermind today at 1 o'clock. We've got a lot of great topics. Bring anything that you feel you need to discuss or struggles you're having. If you want to make sure that we cover certain topics that are specific to you, email them to me this morning and we'll make sure that we get those topics into our 1 hour session. So I look forward to seeing you at 1 o'clock today. Also at 4:30 today, remember today's Wednesday, so we have a 9 o'clock and a 4:30. There are some of you who are really excited about that. There are others of you who are less excited, but that's okay. We're going to focus on the ones who are really excited about the 4:30. We will have updated stats for you from the end of June. So do tune in today at 4:30 for stats and other stuff. Steve Scott, I think you have some news for us to share about Diego's arrangements, correct?
Yes, I do. We've heard what the arrangements are, and they are next Tuesday, the 14th. The wake is at Thomas Gallagher, which is at 453 Chapin Avenue. I just sent an email to the Stanford Market Center, and Dan, if you would forward that on to everybody in Ridgefield, please. So it's at 453 Chapin Avenue from 9 a.m. till noon. And then the burial is at the Fairfield Memorial Park Cemetery on 230 Oak Lawn Ave. Here in Stanford as well. It's right up from the Stanford office, and that's at 12:30 until it's completed. So that's what we know so far.
Could you do me a favor? Could you just speak to how that's going to work, knowing that there's likely to be a lot of people there, and how that's going to be handled?
Yep, I did put that in the email. At the funeral home, they're allowing 60 people at a time, shifts of 60 people. So guys, there's going to be an enormous line, I'm sure, but 60 people will be allowed in at once, and they promised us to keep it moving so everybody can get through. At the cemetery, there's no limit.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Lastly, tonight at 5:30, your team leaders are conducting their monthly How to Earn Six Figures in Real Estate session for anyone who is interested in obtaining their license or finding out more about how to make more money than they're currently making with their license. So any friends, family, colleagues that you have out in your world who are looking for a career shift, looking for an extra source of income, or at other brokerages right now and not making a whole lot of money or closing a lot of transactions, do send them to this session. The sessions, since they've gone Zoom, have been really well attended. And Dan and Steve do a great job on explaining what the opportunities are, both inside of our industry and inside of our organization. So do feed your folks to that. It's a great way to build your downline, great way to build our organization, and take more market share by getting people who are interested in this industry in front of your team leaders in this informal setting, so that we can start the process of a more formal conversation.
Rick, if I can just say one thing about it. One of the things we're changing up a little bit this week is we'd like kind of more of your participation in it, and really kind of giving people a sense of what it's like to be an agent and what it's like to be at Keller Williams. So I know Chris is going to be joining us on the call to talk a little bit about his experience kind of getting started at Coldwell Banker versus getting started with KW. So if any of you would like to join, it's a great opportunity to kind of meet some people before they get their licenses, and possibly, good. And if you do, there's a good chance that, you'll be in good consideration for their downline, to add them to your downline as well. So yeah, please join us.
And if for nothing else, if you're not going to be on the call to speak, be on there to support your team leaders to continue to help our organization grow. So that's 5:30 on this. Is it this Zoom channel, guys?
Yes.
Great. So on this Zoom channel, 5:30, we will see you guys later. Two quick things for you this morning before we move to, Marty Miller day number 2 in his 4.0. Give me 1/2 a second. Okay. Making sure that everyone is aware, because frankly, I missed it for the first couple of days, and I wanted to make sure that you knew that the governor in a subsequent, I think it was executive order D, because we went from A to Z and then from AA to double Z, and now we're starting it with the triples, right? So executive order D extended the moratorium on evictions. So for those of you who are working with landlords or are landlords, recognize that now the law states that until August 22nd, it was July 1st, it's been pushed another 7 weeks to August the 22nd. That is the first date right now, until or unless it's extended again, that evictions can begin. Or if there was an eviction in process when this first executive order came into play back in March, that's been halted. That's as of the 22nd of August now, that eviction can now begin again. If you're working with tenants who are asking you those questions, I just wanted to arm you with the updated answer. So moratorium on evictions in the state of Connecticut, that does not include the state of New York, but the state of Connecticut, through August the 22nd. The other thing that was extended is that if tenants are struggling paying their rent and they have more than 1 month security with the landlord, they can request of the landlord, and the landlord has to say yes at this point, to utilize anything over the first month of security as payment for back rent from either April, May, June, July, or forward into August. It's those 5 months they can use anything over their first month of security to utilize as rent payments. That's not automatic. The tenant does have to request it of the landlord, and the landlord at this point, based on at least the governor's executive orders, needs to nod their head and say yes to that. So those are just a quick 2 updates on the rent in the rental world to make you aware of, to keep you as updated as you possibly can be. So my thought for us this morning, I have a quick video to show you, and I'm showing you this because I have to tell you, in the last 10 days or so, there's been a lot of what's the nice way to say this? Maybe I won't worry about the nice way to say this, because it's not really you, it's the world, right? There's been a lot of whining. I've heard a lot of whining from the world around just doing the do and getting things done, and diving in and making sure that the things that we are responsible for, we take responsibility for and push them off over the finish line. And I say that to you to make sure that we don't fall into that category, right? I've heard a lot of whining, more in the last 10 days than in the last 3.5 months combined, about, well, but you know, it's the pandemic. Don't you know we're in a pandemic? Don't you know there's this and that and the other thing? And I keep thinking to myself, all right, you know what? You got to climb over that, right? Because yet we've been in it, we're still in it, and we're going to be in it. So the choice we have is to decide to use that as an excuse, or to simply decide that that's just what it is and go and succeed anyway, right? It's like being afraid of doing something. Feel the fear and then just do it anyway. And so I wanted to just give you 3 minutes of thought about excuses versus action. I went back to my Grant Cardone book this morning, and I found the quote that makes the best sense about excuses. And it says, your competition is long on excuses and short on action, right? And I want to make sure that that's not us. I want to make sure that we each recognize that we need to be long on action and really short on excuses, right? So every time you wake up, every minute that you have a decision to make sure you're making that decision based on taking the next step and getting into action. So give me 3 minutes of your time, and then we'll pass you off to Adonis.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life, you got a problem with your environment, do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill. You have the knowledge.
Grind. It's grind season, homie. That's my favorite line.
Yes.
Adonis, rise and grind for us.
I just want that recorded somewhere, so that should be my text message sound whenever Rick texts me. It's grind season, homie. I get to action. Like, yeah, let's do it. That would be awesome. You need to pull the audio from the recording just of Rick saying
just that little sound bite. That's what I need in my life. Yeah, okay, good, awesome, great morning. So today, Marty Miller, he's going to show us setting up marketing profile and Facebook and Twilio connections.
Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 4.0, and today is day 2. So yesterday we focused on creating some designs for the Facebook ad that will be running later this week or weekend, and today we're going to focus on our marketing profile, which will help us enhance the steps that we're going to take tomorrow and the next day when we start configuring our agent site and creating a landing page. And so in order to configure your marketing settings, you want to come in and click on this down arrow to the right of your name, and then choose the settings menu from there. Excuse me. Next, we're going to click on Connect Settings. We'll click on this little down arrow next to Connect Settings, and you're going to see Marketing Profile. So we're going to choose Marketing Profile. And then from there, you're going to start to see information that you can fill out and include for your marketing profile across your agent site and your landing pages, etc. So I just uploaded this old headshot as an example just to show you that I can come back in, click on upload, and then I'm going to go in and find, all right, where are my headshots, and make sure that I have a new headshot loaded. Obviously, you want to make sure that you have the one that's most recent. And let's see, let's do this one. And there you go. So now I've got my new headshot uploaded. You can come in if you have a team and upload your team logo, and then start going through these details. So you've got first name, last name, license number, if you're on a team, what your job title is, if you have any designations or credentials, and then you want to fill out your bio. On the bio, I would recommend that you have a full version and then a short version. And that's going to make sense more on Friday when we configure our landing page, because there are a few widgets on the landing page that have shorter versions. They want to limit it to 280 characters. So this will most likely be my short version, and then I have my full version, which will show up on things like my agent site. If you can only figure out 280 characters, that's okay too. Bottom line, just talk about yourself, and especially newer agents, I like to say, you weren't born yesterday, so talk about what you have done. You never know how you're going to make a connection with somebody through your past and what you've been up to. So mobile phone, office phone, your email and website. I'm actually going to change my website to show my agent site. And remember, on the agent sites, there is no www, so it's just martymiller.kw.com. And then finally, I'm going to come down and make sure that all my brokerage information is loaded. Let's see, I think I have a 360 by 360 on the DBA that looks a little better. So let me upload that one, and you can see that one looks a little cleaner. So any of your logos, including your headshots or your DBA logo, it's recommended that those are 360 by 360 pixels. There's several videos out there right now that can teach you how to resize your images. If you need help with that, go ahead and do a search there. But making it look cleaner, obviously you can see that's a cleaner looking logo when I did it 360 by 360. We're going to fill in our brokerage information here, and then finally our legal footer text. If you have any required legal footer images, you can upload those as well. And then it's going to ask you, what are your social pages? Feel free to fill in any or all of these. Facebook, Pixel Ads, and Google Analytics ID, I haven't dove into that very much. So you can choose to find those if you'd like. We're not going to cover that in today's video. And then your branded KW app link. So we're going to go ahead and save that page, and I want to show you where you can find that branded link, because that is important to make sure you have that in your marketing profile. So I'm going to click on consumer here on the left-hand side. I'm going to go into site and app settings. There's that button here on the top right. And then I'm going to click on URLs. And then I'm going to get my app URL. So this is my app URL. I can simply click copy. If I wasn't able to put that in when I was filling out my marketing profile, let's just go back there real quick. Again, settings, connect settings, marketing profile, and I can scroll back down to the very bottom where my branded app link is, and then paste that in here. Okay, so you want to make sure you have that. In addition, today I want to show you how to connect your Facebook pages and set up Twilio, because that's going to be important as we go to develop our smart plan and run our ad. So I'm actually going to do that from my wife's account because mine are already connected. So in order to connect your Facebook accounts and your Twilio account, they're both located under settings. So we're going to click on the drop down arrow and choose settings. And then from there, the home screen essentially in settings is your integrations or your connected applications. And so I want to scroll down. First, I want to find Facebook post scheduling, and I'm going to click on connect account. If I'm already logged into Facebook or previously connected, then you'll see it's going to give me the business pages that I am an admin on. So I can run an ad on any one of these. This is my business page, so I'm going to connect that one. And if you haven't previously connected Facebook, it may ask you for permission. It's going to say Keller Williams has the right to, post and do all those things. You do need to give them permission in order to get this connected. Finally, I'm going to come down to Facebook Ads Manager, connect that one as well. And since I've already connected Facebook on the step previously, it should just be an automatic connection. So you do want to make sure that you have both the Facebook Ads Manager and the Facebook Post Scheduling connected. Finally, we want to get Twilio connected. Twilio is this button-looking app. This is the text service that enables direct SMS messaging from command. And it's important because when we build out our smart plan, we're going to have some text that are built in there that are going to fire automatically as part of that plan. Now, Twilio is not free. It does cost you money. However, when you set up the account, it's going to bill you $20. And then just like most toll tags, it's going to start deducting from that $20 as you start sending out texts. When you hit $10, it'll rebill you back up to $20. And those texts are less than a penny per, so it's 0.075, so literally 7/10 of a penny, meaning that I can send out 1,000 texts for $7.50. So pretty inexpensive. That's per 160 characters. And so in order to get that Twilio account connected, I'm just going to click on Connect Account. It's going to open the Twilio page here. This is our Keller Williams account, KW Prod. And then you can see you're just going to go through and fill in your first and last name, your credit card information, street and postal code, email, and then your password. And you can see that they're going to charge you $20. And then when it falls below 20, they're going to charge you another 20. Below $10, they'll charge you back up so that you're continually having that money in your account. When you click on authorize, you will have your Twilio account then set up, and you should be connected now within command. So that's today's challenge. Essentially go through your marketing profile and make sure that it is completely filled out with sharp looking headshots and your profile and your bio and all of your information. And then let's get into settings and make sure that Twilio and Facebook are connected. Tomorrow, we're going to dive into configuring your agent site, and then we're going to spend some time on landing page. We're going to create our smart plan, and we're going to make sure that we have all of our ducks in a row so that this weekend, when we run our first Facebook ad, we can start immediately utilizing all of the Legos that we just built out to put that all together. So look forward to working with you on that. As always, it's great talking to you guys, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
That's perfect. This is looking like it's going to be the best Marty Miller challenge so far. He's getting right into the good stuff right away. Debbie Orr is agreeing with me, so that's awesome. Carlos is so excited. He's already on the phone. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Enjoy your day today, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.